Hello friends and welcome. So today I have something very exciting for you. I have had some brainstorm sessions with some of my patrons and we have come up with some amazing new video ideas. And one person has actually helped me quite a lot. That's also because she has a higher membership level and she can decide what content I should film next. That's Dina. Hi Dina. Thank you so much because she has made a top 10 of all my ideas. And this one came out on top, what your reading style says about you. So if this video fails, Dina, I am holding you accountable. Of course, I'm kidding. I actually really enjoyed making this video. I should probably mention that I am a psychologist. I've been working for the past 8 years now, I think. And that has left me with quite some knowledge on the topic. And I'm just also really interested to combine my profession with the things I love. And apart from my own knowledge, I of course also had a look at some scientific articles so I can give you guys some accurate information. I hope this video is going to be fun and informative, and if you have any questions regarding the things that I'm going to discuss, leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to answer them the best I can. And if you like these kind of videos, then don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss another video of me again. Let's get started. First, we're going to talk about the amount of books you read because that definitely tells you something about your personality. In order for me to explain what this has to do with your personality, I'm first going to talk about introverts versus extroverts. So extroverts are people that love going to social events. They like meeting new people. They are open and willing to share. Meeting new people and being at these social events energizes them because these are people that need stimuli to feel good. And extroverts are also people that act first and think after, so they are action oriented. Introverts, on the other hand, can feel tired after going to a social event. They need fewer people and fewer friendships, and they can enjoy spending time alone because they are a little bit more sensitive to stimuli and just need quiet from time to time. They always think first and take their time before taking action. Let me tell you though, it is not so black and white. So you are not either an introvert or an extrovert. You can also be somebody that is in between, and those people are called ambiverts. They have a perfect balance between introvert and extrovert features. My point being, it is a continuum, so you can be somewhere on this scale between really introverted to really extroverted. I'm definitely an ambivert because on the one hand, I really like going to social events, although that's a little bit hard at the moment. I like meeting new people and I get energized when I meet new people and I talk a lot. On the other hand, I also really love my alone time. So I love to just sit on the couch, read a book, be in a quiet environment where it's just me and my thoughts. But what does this all say about your personality? Well, if you consider yourself an introvert, you are among the more avid readers. And this makes total sense because reading is an activity that you do alone and most of the times in a quiet environment where it's just you and your book. But of course, extroverts are not excluded. However, they tend to spend more time outdoors with other people, so they have less time to read. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what type you are, because we should see, according to this research, that the majority of the people that really love books will be introverts, or at least have a tendency towards introvert features. Next, let's talk about what kind of books you prefer. Physical books or audiobooks, because this will also tell you something about your personality. Physical books are something that you have to read, so it requires engagement. Audiobooks are something that happens to you. The book will progress with or without your participation. This could tell you something about the way you process things. People who prefer audiobooks have a tendency to be good at multitasking. Just think about it. When you are listening to an audiobook, most of the times you are doing something else. Maybe you're driving, which requires a lot of attention, or maybe you're doing your groceries. So this means you have to shift your attention constantly, and there are multiple inputs. And with inputs, I mean things like sensory input, auditory input, and visual input. So if you can listen attentively to an audiobook while doing something else, it means that you're good at multitasking. And the majority of people who prefer audiobooks are good listeners. So what does this say about people who prefer physical books? Well, not a lot really, because the one doesn't exclude the other, and again, this is a continuum. But you might say that people who only prefer physical books and like to read them in a quiet environment prefer to do one thing at a time. A preference for physical or audiobooks can also tell you something about your learning style. There are 4 different learning styles: visual, oral, which is auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic, which is tactile, carrying out activities. And research suggests that people who have an oral or auditory learning style prefer audiobooks. So if you ever need to study for something or just want to memorize the entire book and your learning style is auditory, then definitely listen to audiobooks. And finally, your reading style can also tell you something about how you make decisions in daily life. In order for me to explain that, I'm going to first talk about the difference between thinkers and feelers. Thinkers are skeptical and tend to make decisions based on logic and rules. Feelers are appreciative and tend to make decisions based on personal and humanistic considerations. So how does this reflect on your reading style? If you are constantly searching, like me, for logic in storylines, strong storylines where everything comes together and fits together like a puzzle, you're probably a thinker. If you like book clubs where you discuss book questions, topics, stuff like that, you're probably a thinker. If you like rereading books just to understand the story better, you're probably a thinker. Feelers tend to be more slow and steady readers. They want to savor every page and they are looking for a connection on an emotional level. So if you are a feeler, you are probably leaning towards emotional books that are really character oriented. And again, let me know, based on your reading style, are you more of a thinker or a feeler? I tend to be more of a thinker. When you read my reviews on Goodreads, I am always looking for logic in stories, and when there's a lack of logic, I tend to give books 2 stars. So yeah, I'm definitely a thinker. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and let's stay in touch.